Hey everyone, founder of PostFast here. Today I'm going to show you how to use the platform in its functionalities to its full capacity to save yourself a lot of hours scheduling content. Here's the dashboard where you can see the count of published posts, and we've just added real-time analytics for Instagram and Facebook, which would go somewhere here probably in the upcoming releases. So it will be even better for tracking the performance of your posts. To start posting, you need to connect your accounts. You just go here to the section for accounts and click add social account. You just choose the network you like and it will be redirected to enter your credentials. All accounts here are grouped by workspace, or as most say, by client, as this is what agencies do. They group their clients by workspaces, which I will tell you a little bit later. Let's move first now for the new post. We just come here. Here we write the base content that will be used for all the posts if not explicitly changed. We can also add a photo, let's say this, and we choose our network, let's say X, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, LinkedIn, even YouTube. But as you can see, we have immediately an error because YouTube doesn't allow image uploads. So we remove it. It only allows videos. Here we also have the approval status for the posts that, as you can see, there is also in progress, and in progress status are not seen by the workspace clients. More on that later. You have also an option to choose tags, which you've created. I'll show how to create tags in here a little bit later. You can also preview each post. Let's say here is X, here is Instagram, here is TikTok, Facebook, and so on. For the platform settings, you can choose for each platform what to be. Let's say here we can choose this to be a story, or to post to grid, or to not post to grid. You can also add Instagram collaborators pretty easily, just enter the usernames. For the TikTok, there is a nice possibility to auto-add music for photo posts or carousel photo posts. It automatically adds one song from TikTok recommended songs. For Facebook, there is a Facebook carousel where we can actually promote pretty easily our apps or whatever we're actually posting for. You can add links here, and this will be for each photo link. It's pretty useful, especially for campaigns. For X, it's possibility to add to a community, let's say built-in public. And you see built-in public, we can choose it. Also, it's pretty easy to auto-retweet it. This gives us bonus engagement. Let's say you auto-retweet here and you choose after how much hours will be each retweet. Each retweet is removed after 12 hours to not fill in your timeline, as it just doesn't look good. Okay, so from here there is also possibility to enable platform specific content. Let's say we have our platforms and we have everything, as you can say, pretty ready, and we want for LinkedIn to make it, corporate. So this will be corporate stuff. And we can choose for each platform to enable the specific content. So this means that if we don't add something here, it will use the base content. Otherwise, it will use this for the platform we've chosen. Moving forward, we just pick a time, let's say after a few days, and let's just choose something like 1832 and just schedule. We see the time here and we just schedule. From here we see our schedule posts. If we go a little bit, and here is actually the ones we've scheduled. Base content for LinkedIn, base content with corporate stuff. You can view each post, and the thing is we have internal comments and public comment. This means that if I add a comment here, it will be seen by everyone in the workspace. If I add a comment here, it will be seen by everyone except clients. This means you can work with your team internally and add comments to it. Let's say we want to check also our published posts. We have here published posts, we have here drafts, we have here our failed posts, which those are mainly for testing. And from here we have compact view, which I pretty much enjoy, especially for the published post, as it's pretty easier to see and watch how much we've posted. For the filtering, we can filter by platforms, by approval status, tags, and it will be probably extended even more. If you don't like to use it in this kind of view, you can use the calendar. The calendar is pretty useful as you can see your whole content calendar on one place. You see everything that was published and everything that will be published. As you can see, we scheduled for here and you see each post. You can edit it directly from the calendar. You can change the status, the schedule date. You can also see some time zone info here. So you know what if your audience is actually in another country. So you can check everything. Of course, you have the same activity tab too. From here, you can same way filter by platforms, statuses, and tags. You can go back to see the posts. You can go further to see if you have something scheduled. I don't, but I can also click here and just choose that on this day, let's say on 5 o'clock, and it's already pre-selected. I just select the platform and I see schedule. I click schedule. And it's directly there. This is how fast it is to schedule content. From here, we have also different possibilities like tags. As I mentioned before, you can create tag. Each tag can be covered and with a name. So you just come here, let's say project 1, and we just choose the cover if you like, and that's it. We have here, and we can also easily add it to each post. There is also another thing we're currently working on. This is the media WAP. I will just briefly explain. You can upload here a few images and music, choose how much fade in, fade out, transition, and the transition types, and the total video durations. And when you generate, you have entirely ready reel for publishing. So you can just have one image and actually create a reel from it, so it gets more engagement on TikTok or Instagram Reels. For now, we are testing it out to see how it works, and it will be with templates and much more stuff. Now, to move further, as we said, let's say the workspaces. Here we have workspaces. I have, let's say, another one, PostFast Agency. As you can see, I have no accounts here. This means that I can get another client and just write here his name. Let's say this is my client name. And I can actually upload a logo for the avatar. This is only on the biggest one of the platform. You can white label each workspace to have your own logo. And I just save it. The moment I save it, you see, this is the client name. As we said, we can also add users. Let's go to the users tab on the workspace settings, and you can add a user. Let's say this email, this is some temporary email, and some name. Name and last name. We can choose a role. We can choose admin, client, and editor. Admins can do everything, of course. And as you add a client, the moment you add this, the client is added, but he has to accept it and use the email he's already sent. As you can see, this is the email. He just needs to accept the invite, and the moment he accepts this invite, he will be triggered to add a password. We will add some password, and that's it. We just log in with this email, and we're already a client in this workspace. As you can see, I have this workspace and my personal as a client. Another thing we have is API. If you have some custom integrations you like to do, you can take API key for each workspace. You just generate the API key and use it across all your automations like N8N, Make, Zapier, or whatever you need. You can see that here's a link to our documentation. It's pretty simple. There's also a free N8N workflow for you to use. I come here, I add the social accounts, and I start posting, and I will have the accounts for the client right here. This means everything is separated per client or per workspace, as is in our case. You can pretty easily create multiple workspaces. Currently there is a limit of 30, and we're going to expand it to 35 and adding a new plan. And probably while you're watching this video, there is another bigger plan that will allow you multiple workspaces for even the largest of agencies. Another important thing is that we have support. If you have any issues, just send a message here or personally to me on X, and I will make sure to fix and find a solution for your problem. So I think this is everything I can show right now. We are working on even more improvements and more reporting for bigger agencies. Thank you, and start your free trial. It's 7 days and you can cancel anytime.